Welcome, Gemini, to your beginning of the month of June reading. Happy birthday, Gemini. Okay, guys, this reading is for May 31st through the 6th. The reason I'm doing them early is because we are getting ready for a Saturn retrograde to come through, which is really shifting the energies all over the place. Okay, so yeah, from the lunar eclipse shifting energy to the Mercury retrograde shifting energy, definitely have this Saturn energy that's getting ready to take place from this retrograde, which is now shifting everybody around again. So this is very important that we get this reading out before this Saturn retrograde actually takes place. So Astro Dice will be next. It is a little weird, yes, to do beginning of the month without Astro Dice first, but I will be getting the Astro Dice out next. So a little backwards, but it'll all work. It's actually making me more curious doing them this way than I've ever been curious in my life, to see how they're going to kind of touch base with each other, doing them backwards. So let's see what's going on. This message for the birthday kids. Okay, let's see. Got the mental conflict, coming out of mental conflict. Oh, I love that. Because they were coming out of the mental conflict, which is talking about this huge transformation. See, there it is again. And everybody's getting a transformation again. So it's like from one shift to another shift to another shift. I don't know what's going on planet Earth, but there's a lot of shift and a lot of movement going on. It's really kind of tripping me out. Because there's just, you got the solar plexus, sorry guys, the solar eclipse, and then the lunar eclipse. That's a shift to the Mercury retrograde, a huge shift to now the Saturn coming in to the Mercury retrograde, which is just going to shift it again. The Saturn usually does come into the Mercury retrograde, but it's just a strange shift. So many. Bring in all these transformations. See, it's like, how many transformations are we going to have? See, that's what the trippiness is, right? So this is saying 4, which is crazy. And that Saturn, of course, is affecting the home, the homestead, the fourth house of your home. Capricorn energy coming through, but these transformations are just crazy. And I'm seeing them in almost every sign. And mind you, some signs are doing better than other signs, right? That always happens. And of course, some people in other signs say this doesn't even begin to resonate with them because they're not on this energy that I'm picking up. So if it doesn't resonate, friends, please make sure to watch your rising moon or Venus as well. Stand your ground. Yeah, definitely, because this transformation is saying I'm getting out of anything that's causing me any kind of mental stress, fogginess, confusion, anything of this nature. I'm transforming away from this, but it's making me have to stand my ground. It's putting kind of a barrier up to say that this is not going to continue this way. Now, you may have been standing your ground about the situation all the way from the lunar eclipse, because I've seen the lunar eclipse here in this picture. Do you see that? So you may have been saying, I've been standing this ground since then. And now it's just transforming me to have to continue. Maybe that's what it is. I'm continuing to stand my ground, even though I'm going through a transformation. Take how it resonates. Okay, if you had not, then you are definitely now. For a lot of you, been doing it since then. Right? I see all these eclipses in these pictures. So with the authority, it's just saying I'm going to have to stand more authority. You got 4, 4. For my firm foundations, for my stability, and really feeling like I have to, this is where I need to be. I do feel that there is this transformation of learning the value of yourself within this situation, saying I'm not going to let anyone walk on me. See, because I've already set boundaries before, but maybe I have to that's what it is. I'm taking stronger boundaries now because I'm really valuing myself. I'm really seeing myself as this authority figure, or maybe I'm standing my ground against this authority figure, which could be Aries Taurus or Aries Taurus cusp, right? But however it is, it could even be a Scorpio. Um, but the point is that you're definitely grounding yourself for newer possibilities that are coming at you, and not having any confusion about where everything is standing or where you're standing with this person or within this situation. See, that part is going away. You're transforming away from that as you're connecting, and it's going to become, a more sensual, more compatible connection within yourself about where you're standing. See, yeah, there it is. Oregon. Yeah, because the compassion of what you're saying is, this is my life, this is what I want, this is what I plan. So this connection that what you're having is especially getting stronger towards this time as we're having this new shift, like I said, within especially this Capricorn energy coming through, which is saying, yes, because this is where my home is, this is where my material is, this is where I want my vitality and to be grounded and rooted. Since Capricorn is a grounded card, it's saying I have the resources, I know my nurturing of myself, and I know exactly where I'm standing. And you're really finding these new possibilities of everything as you're really gaining truth over here. And wow, that's just going to go right underneath the authority. Because the more that you're gaining the control of the situation and finding your place within what you need, and really feeling like you're right where you need to be, the truth is going to really start kind of not only just setting you free, but really start kind of finding its way. Let's just put it this way, kind of out of the box, right? As you're finding all these new chances and putting all these new things together. And it feels like that's what it is too. A lot of the pieces that you had confusion about are now coming together, and it's really showing its truth. And the truth is that your material, spiritual prosperity is growing, and you're standing your ground for the things that you love and the things that make you happy, not allowing anyone else to take away your financial material changes. So, and you're going to find new financial material changes along the way as you're going as well, right? Because of these new possibilities that are popping up. So definitely wanting to be involved within this area of your life. Remember, the fogginess is going to come up from that Neptune energy. That is, all over the place. Especially going to see this Neptune energy right around the 14th when we have the new moon, because I think the new moon is, or the full moon. I think the full moon is in Neptune as well. So it's almost like Neptune's already I kind of see it already making its way around, right? Already trying to fog people out, trying to do things, showing its rhythm. Yeah, it's not a rhythm of love, that's for sure. But right now though, it's really cool because it's showing how you're becoming more mellow within your mind, really allowing your own energy to come through with your analytical thinking of the situation, and really taking some solitude time out to have better retrospectives about the situation, and kind of even maybe making yourself into the third party. I'm seeing it from a third party point of view of what I'm going to take and what I'm not going to take, right? Stepping right outside, and seeing it from a different perspective. And you can really do that though too. And you might even want to enter into a deep introspective with the solitude as well, really digging even deeper to find all the kind of, I don't know, all the maybe loose ends of the situation that you can actually gather back together. I kind of see that for sure, especially within the truth over here, especially you got this truth, you're standing your ground. It's like, wow, it's like, it's almost like to the point where it's like, I'm going to write this message to you, but I'm going to look at all the fine print of everything I'm writing you before I hit that send message, because I want to make sure that you understand where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to miss a dotted I or anything. Right? Yeah, definitely with the Two of Swords, because it's saying I've got all these decisions to make, and I'm looking at all these clauses and all these fine print of what you're writing and what I'm going to write back to you, and make sure that everything is saying what it needs to say, because hell, I am determined to get back to where I need to be without you interfering within the situation, whatever the obstacle and challenge is that you have, my friend. For a lot of you, it could be a person, it could even be a job. Maybe you're finding a new job. A Three of Wands over here, because the Authority says, because I'm looking out at other things, I can see other things coming towards me. I just need to really take back the authority and not allow everybody to stand around me and tell me, no, you can't do this or you can't do that. So you're going to stand up there and you're going to say, I'm going to do what I want to do. And yes, I will do this. And yes, I will do what I want. Wow. Because it does feel like for some of you, you do not have helping hands around you at this time. You're more standing your ground to do what you need to do. So with the heart, wow, with the heart chakra open, you have the Knight of Wands coming in because you're saying, I'm manifesting and taking action towards what I said I was going to do earlier. But maybe I felt like every time I turn around, I have to stand my ground against you. So definitely with the material, spiritual prosperities, you're seeing more things coming in. This would be into that ninth house saying, well, my ninth house says this is what spiritually is going on as I'm really connecting back to myself and offering back the peace and the love to myself and not, allowing you to try to take over my mission or try to tell me what it is. You're going to find more enlightening messages as you're going along as well. And it could even be better opportunities and advancements coming from someone who sees it your way. Wow. With the Two of Cups coming over here. But there we go again, that uniting with your higher self, saying, I see the truth within this situation and I need something healthier for myself, and I'm keeping myself on this roll. So serendipity is going to actually play a huge part within your life right now, a huge role. Because I don't know, it just feels like it's going to illuminate something within your career, right? As you're manifesting, yeah. Because you're taking the action where you need to take the action to bring in better opportunities for yourself, Gemini. So it's kind of interesting with the King of Cups over here. And the King of Cups says, because now you can perceive what you need to perceive from deeper emotional issues of the situation, really going after not only the passion, but your heart's compassion. See over here on that's the compassion. So that's really going to amplify a lot for you. Oh, the card fell on the ground. We have the Ten of Cups. Yeah, definitely amplifying the attraction and connecting to your satisfaction of the things that you really want within your life. Wow, in your family's life. For the financial material changes. Wow, because it's saying this is more satisfactory. Wow. So on the solitude, you have, yeah, well, because this is where you're going to also open up the passions to understand where you're going. Connecting with your own destiny, seeing where you can offer yourself, or seeing where the other offers are coming in. And that would be good because, once again, I'm talking about connecting and amplifying to your attractions and things that you want, things that keep you in strong position with the authority of the things that you're integrating within your life. And you're integrating them and you can see them integrating. Because you're saying, well, this is where the new projects and the new supports and the new things are coming in. But I have to stand my ground because you want to confuse me. I'm not going to do this anymore. So you definitely are activating with the Magician over here, all this newfound power and new resources within your life, and really seeing new success come through. I think really keeping your boundaries towards this person or towards this, if you're telling them you're quitting your job, they don't really, I just feel like they're like, yeah, okay, whatever, that's what you said last week. Now you're saying, no, I actually put in my resignation, and I'm really out because you really don't do anything for me. There is no success within this company. Maybe it was just because you had to find, or maybe you were waiting for the Page of Cups to offer you the job. And now we could say the Page of Cups is the Knight of Cups, and you really are seeing what you need. If this is a love relationship, same thing. Hey, you know what? I don't want to do anything with you. Yeah, I thought you were leaving me before. Well, I am. It's just I wish you would go away, because you have all these cups over here. So it does feel like you might be dealing, with someone else who's more in a successful area, maybe with the Two of Cups. Maybe you're offering your love to a Scorpio, Cancer, or a Pisces, trying to get away from this fire sign could be a possibility. It doesn't have to be. It could be the other way around. However it is. But I would say that it's more successful because I would say it's the water because of the success within the situation. You're saying, I tried to manifest with you, Sagittarius, Aries, but I couldn't do so. We don't work. I'm always standing my ground against you. This person offered me love around the 4th or the 5th, and I'm going to take that. But I have to go and make sure that this is something my heart really feels is attracted to this person. This could bring in material changes for you, right? Wow, I see a lot of different changes. I see it in finance, material, and in love. So you guys might just be happy birthday, the big kaboom of transformation on all sides. Wow. You could even be grabbing this new career and meeting this person as well. That's crazy. It could be that you're on the other side of town that you've never been on because you got this new career and then you run into this Scorpio. I have Scorpio here twice, so you know what I'm saying? And you're kind of looking back at the Aries over here saying, I just don't see us making it. It's time to go. If I have to stand my ground against everything and you're always putting me in confusion, I just can't do this anymore. So you definitely could be love as well. Or love and career. Okay, guys, so you know what it is that you're changing. What a beautiful reading. Yeah, it is. It's for big happy changes, Spirit says, but there will be a lot of compromise because you have to be able to keep the thing balanced for yourself. Because if you're not balanced, then you're going to end up back in mental conflict again. And so whatever the situation is that you're standing your ground against, trying to get away from, you're definitely going to have to come to a compromise within that situation, or at least within yourself, of how you're going to handle this, the proper way, because it's not going to, it won't go away, right? It won't go away if you don't do it right. Okay. It just won't be handled properly, I guess is the way that I'm trying to say that. Because then look, if for instance, right, you can throw it away if it doesn't resonate, but if it's a love and you don't handle it right with, say, the Aries that you're trying to get away from, doesn't have to be, I'm just looking, they're not going to get it, right? And then all of a sudden you're going to be with Scorpio, and then all of a sudden you didn't have the compromise, you didn't balance it. Now you're a cheater. Oh God, here we go, my friends, right? You're a cheater, you're this, you're that, or you don't really love them. All kinds of conflicts come out. So you're definitely going to have to balance the scales perfectly with this situation so that you can get it to be successful, right, in the end. So make sure that you are really balancing those scales. But that's what the solitude is for, right? And the truth. Because the truth within the solitude is really going to build this foundation. And they will see the truth because it feels like you will be speaking your truth, letting them know your truth. Right. So, but just make sure that your truth has a compromise to it. So that way they get the situation like, oh, I get it, Gemini. Oh, I see. Yeah, look, most of them are not going to be super happy about the situation anyways. So whatever, right? It's like, that's just the way it's going to be. But you want to make sure that if you're bringing in a new love, they can see the compromise that you had to deal with so that they understand the truth, right? Oh boy. And a lot of people during Mercury retrogrades don't want to know it anyways because there's a lot of karmic ties that swing back and forth. So a lot of people only want to see it their way anyways. We all know that. So, okay. And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.